Hello students, today we will solve this problem of Philips Limited. See the problem. The profit of Philips Limited after appropriations was rupees 2,50,000. This profit was arrived at after taking into consideration the following items. Depreciation on fixed assets, fixed tangible assets, that is machinery, means it is depreciation on machinery, rupees 20,000. Loss on sale of fixed tangible asset furniture, rupees 2,000. Goodwill return of 9,000. Provision for taxation 35,000. Transfer to general reserve 17,500. Gain on sale of fixed tangible asset, that is machinery, rupees 8,000. Additional information is given for the year ended 31st March 16 and 31st March 17. Trade receivables all good, म्हणजे no provision for doubtful debts or no bad debts, 50,000 and rupees 62,000. So there is increase of 12,000. Trade payables rupees 45,000 and 55,000. There is increase of rupees 10,000. Inventory 12,000 and 8,000. So there is decrease of inventory by rupees 4,000. Income received in advance 8,000 and 0. Outstanding expenses 6,000 and 3,000. So there is decrease of rupees 3,000. And prepaid expenses 0 to 5,000 means there is increase of rupees 5,000. You are required to calculate cash from operating activities. Okay, so let's solve. So now here we will calculate cash flow from operating activities of Philips Limited. The information is given here, and from that information we have to calculate first net profit before tax. So in working notes we will calculate net profit before tax. बरोबर आहे. आपल्याला सगळ्यात आधी नेट प्रॉफिट बिफोर टॅक्स घ्यायचा आहे, त्यामुळे आपण नेट प्रॉफिट बिफोर टॅक्स कॅल्क्युलेट करूया सगळ्यात पहिल्यांदा. See the problem. In information, provision for taxation 35,000 and transfer to general reserve. These items are given, and this profit 2,50,000 is arrived at after taking into consideration all these items. Okay, so to calculate net profit before tax, that is before appropriations, various appropriations म्हणजे वाटणी प्रॉफिटची करण्यापूर्वीचा प्रॉफिट आपल्याला कॅल्क्युलेट करायचा आहे. ओके, सो इथे आपण म्हणणार आहोत नेट प्रॉफिट आफ्टर appropriations. It is given here 2,50,000. असं ड्रॉ केलंच पाहिजे असं काही नाही, तुम्ही रफ ह्याच्यामध्ये पण सॉल्व करू शकता, पण ते दिसलं पाहिजे वर्किंग व्यवस्थित. देन वी हॅव टू ॲड प्रोव्हिजन फॉर टॅक्स अँड ट्रान्सफर टू जनरल रिझर्व. Provision for tax amount is 35,000 and transfer to general reserve is 17,500. So now let's add these items, then we will get net profit before tax, means net profit before appropriations. Okay, ₹3,02,500. Okay, so in this way we have to calculate net profit before tax in every problem. Now let's start cash flow from operating activities. Particulars and amounts. Our A point is net profit before tax as per note. Okay, so it is 3,02,500 as per our calculation. Okay, now our P heading will be adjustment for non-cash and non-operating items. So adjustments for non-cash and non-operating items. Okay, see, we have to add some non-cash and non-operating items and we have to deduct some items. Okay, आपल्याला जे ॲड करायचे असतात त्याच्यामध्ये नॉन कॅश एक्सपेन्सेस जे असतात, एक्सपेन्सेस म्हणून प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटला जे दाखवलेले असतात असे आपल्याला ॲड करायचे आहेत. आणि असे इन्कम्स जे नॉन कॅश किंवा नॉन ऑपरेटिंग इन्कम्स असतात ते आपल्याला लेस करायचे आहेत, कारण ते प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटला पण इन्कम म्हणून दाखवलेले असतील. ओके, सो ॲड. See in the information, depreciation on machinery is the first item, rupees 20,000. So depreciation on machinery 20,000. Then loss on sale of furniture, loss in sale of furniture amount is 2,000 rupees. Then there is one more item that is goodwill written off. So goodwill written off rupees 9,000. Okay, let's add these items. 31,000 it is. So after adding 31,000 in 3,02,500, it will be 3,33,500. Okay, now less. We have to deduct gain on sale of machinery. तुमच्या लक्षात येते का बघा, जे एक्सपेन्सेस आहेत जे नॉन कॅश आणि नॉन ऑपरेटिंग आहेत आणि आपण प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस स्टेटमेंटमध्ये एक्सपेन्सेस म्हणून खर्ची टाकलेले आहेत ते आपण ॲड केलेत आणि नॉन कॅश अँड नॉन ऑपरेटिंग इन्कम्स आपण लेस करतोय. ओके, so after deducting 8,000 it will be 3,25,500 and heading will be net profit before working capital changes. It is net profit before working capital changes. Now we have to think about working capital changes, that is decrease and increase of current assets and current liabilities. Okay, first point is add decrease in current asset and increase in current liability. Decrease in current assets and increase in current liability. Let's see the additional information given. Decrease in current asset, trade receivable is current asset but there is increase. Inventory is current asset, there is decrease, so decrease in inventory. Decrease in inventory rupees 4,000. Okay, ट्रेड रिसिवेबल्स ही करंट ॲसेट आहे, ट्रेड पेएबल्स इज करंट लायबिलिटी, इन्व्हेंटरी इज करंट ॲसेट. इन्कम रिसिव्ड इन ॲडव्हान्स, इन्कम रिसिव्ड इन ॲडव्हान्स इज करंट लायबिलिटी. ओके, then outstanding expenses is current liability. Prepaid expenses is a current asset. Now prepaid expenses मध्ये 0 पासून 5,000 पर्यंत इन्क्रीजच झालेलं आहे, सो डिक्रीज इन करंट ॲसेटमध्ये एकच ॲटम येईल. नाउ increase in current liability. See, in increase in current liabilities only trade payable is a current liability where there is a increase of 10,000. So increase of trade payables. $10,000. 14,000. So we will add 14,000 in 3,25,500. So it will be 3,39,500. Okay, now less. Increase in current asset and decrease in current liability. Okay, now increase in current asset. Let's see. In trade receivables there is increase, in prepaid expenses there is increase. So two items are there. So increase in trade receivables and increase in prepaid expenses. So in trade receivables there is increase of rupees 12,000. We have to deduct, so I am writing it in bracket. आपल्याला लेस करायचं आहे. प्रीपेड एक्सपेन्सेसमध्ये देर इज इन्क्रीज ऑफ रुपीज 5,000 इन प्रीपेड एक्सपेन्सेस. सो टोटल अमाउंट वी हैव टू डिडक्ट इज 17,000. Okay, we have to deduct 17,000 from this, so it will be 3,22,500. It is correct. Now आणखीन पण दोन आयटम आपल्याला लेस करायचे आहेत. हे लेस करून नंतरही लेस केले तरी चालतील. आता आपल्याला डिक्रीज इन करंट लायबिलिटीज लेस करायचे आहे. सो डिक्रीज इन करंट लायबिलिटीजमध्ये येईल बघा, आउटस्टँडिंग एक्सपेन्सेसमध्ये डिक्रीज झालेला आहे आणि इन्कम रिसिव्ड इन ॲडव्हान्समध्ये पण डिक्रीज झाला आहे. सो डिक्रीज इन आउटस्टँडिंग एक्सपेन्सेस अँड डिक्रीज in income received in advance. तुम्ही असं टप्प्याटप्प्याने 4 गोष्टी डिडक्ट करू शकता किंवा एकदम 4चं टोटल करूनही डिडक्ट करू शकता. सो देर इज डिक्रीज इन आउटस्टँडिंग एक्सपेन्सेस रुपीज 3,000 अँड इथे मी परत एकदा लेस लिहिते, तुम्ही एकत्रच करा. ओके, 4 आयटम्स 8,000. So we have to deduct 11,000 here, and so it will be 3,11,500. मी इथे तुम्हाला दोन वेगवेगळे करून दाखवले, तरी पण तुम्ही 4 टोटल एकत्र डिडक्ट करा. ओके, मीन्स 17 + 11,000 that is 28,000 to be deducted from 3,39,500. So ultimate answer will be 3,11,500. It is cash generated from operations. Cash generated from operations is 3,11,500. Okay, now we have to deduct tax. In this problem, tax paid amount is separately not given, so it is assumed that the provision for taxation made during the year, आपण जे या ठिकाणी घेतलं होतं बघा 35,000. ओके, सो provision for taxation made during the year is the payment of taxation during the year. This is the amount, this is the same amount paid during the year. It is assumed. Okay, so we will deduct 35,000 here, tax paid. जी प्रोव्हिजन केली आहे ती इमिजिएटली पेड केली आहे असं आपण अज्यूम केलेलं आहे. सो नेट कॅश फ्लो फ्रॉम ऑपरेटिंग ॲक्टिव्हिटीज will be after deducting 35,000 2,76,500. Okay, in this way we have to prepare cash flow from operating activities. जसं या ठिकाणी आपण डिक्रीज इन्क्रीज एकत्र ॲड केलं आहे तसं इथे 4 आयटम्सची टोटल करून तुम्ही एकत्र लेस करा, सो दॅट इट विल बी इझी. सो इन दिस प्रॉब्लेम ऑफ फिलिप्स लिमिटेड Their net cash flow from operating activities for the year ended 31st March 2017 is 2,76,500. Okay. So today's second problem now. From the following figures, calculate cash from operating activities. Information is given for the year ended 31st March 2017 and 31st March 2018. Balance of profit and loss 3 lakhs and 2,50,000. Provision for depreciation 60,000, 80,000. Outstanding wages 18,000, 15,000. Prepaid insurance 6,000, 9,000. Goodwill 40,000, 32,000. Provision for doubtful debts 10,000, 14,000. Balance of trade receivables 1,40,000 and 98,000. Cash and bank balance 30,000 and 25,000. So let's calculate cash flow, that is cash from operating activities for the year ended 31st March 2018. Okay. So in this second problem here, we have to calculate cash flow from operating activities again. So particulars. Now in this problem also we have to calculate net profit or net loss बिफोर टॅक्स. ओके. सो वर्किंग नोट करायची आपल्याला. आपल्या या मगाच्या पेजवर जागा आहे, त्यामुळे इथे आपण वर्किंग नोट करूया. प्रॉब्लेम सेकंड. वर्किंग नोट. ओके. लेट्स सी द प्रॉब्लेम अगेन. Balance of profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2017 3 lakhs, and for the year ended 31st March 2018 is 2,50,000. Okay. No other provision is given like transfer to general reserve or provision for tax, etc. So we have to calculate here. Now there is reduction in profit, means it is loss. 2017 ला 3 lakhs rupees प्रॉफिट होता, तो 18 ला 2,50,000 झाला, म्हणजे 50,000 निगेटिव्ह इफेक्ट आहे. सो इट इज नेट लॉस. सो आय विल राईट हिअर कॅल्क्युलेशन ऑफ net loss before tax. Okay. So balance आपण फॉर्मॅट डिस्कस केलेला आहे. वी हॅव टू टेक डिफरन्स बिटवीन द नेट प्रॉफिट्स और नेट लॉसेस और वॉट एवर इट मे बी. सो बॅलन्स ऑफ प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस on 31st March 2018 is 2,50,000. आपल्याला क्लोजिंग बॅलन्समधून ओपनिंग बॅलन्स लेस करायचा आहे. लेस balance of profit and loss on 31st March 2017. So it is 3 lakhs. Okay. So difference is negative 50,000 as we have discussed earlier. So it is net loss during the year. Okay. Negative 50,000. So ही अमाउंट आपल्याला कॅल्क्युलेशन करताना प्रॉब्लेममध्ये घ्यायची. ओके. सो लेट स्टार्ट नाउ कॅश फ्लो फ्रॉम ऑपरेटिंग ॲक्टिव्हिटीज. अवर ए पॉइंट इज नेट लॉस. During the year, negative 50,000. So it will be in bracket. Now B will be adjustment for non-cash and non-operating items. So okay. See the problem. There is provision for depreciation on 31st March 2017 60,000, and on 31st March 2018 it is 80,000. So Provision has been increased by rupees 20,000. So here add depreciation. We can write it in the bracket 80,000 minus 60,000. ही amount आपल्याला घ्यायची आहे. Okay, so it is 20,000. Now the other item is goodwill. Goodwill was 40,000 and now it is 32,000. So goodwill written off. First it was 40,000 and then it is 32,000. So 40,000 minus 32,000, that is it is 8,000. Okay. Then provision for doubtful debts 10,000 and 14,000. So 4,000 more were transferred to provision for doubtful debts. So transferred to provision for doubtful debts. It is difference between the amounts 10,000 and 14,000. So it is 4,000. Okay. Now तुम्हाला दिसतंय आय होप. डार्क पेन घेते जरा. टोटल it is 32,000. So upon we have to add 32,000 in negative 50,000. It means it will negative 18,000. Negative 50,000, positive 32,000. So difference is negative 18,000. Okay. So it is operating loss before working capital changes. Understood? याला आपण ऑपरेटिंग लॉस म्हणणार आहोत बिकॉज द अमाऊंट इज निगेटिव्ह. हे लक्षात घ्या. नाव सी पॉइंट इज ॲडजस्टमेंट ऑफ वर्किंग कॅपिटल चेंजेस. ॲडजस्टमेंट ऑफ वर्किंग कॅपिटल चेंजेस हे हेडिंग लिहिणं कंपल्सरी नाही आहे. तुम्ही डायरेक्टली ॲड डिक्रीज इन करंट ॲसेट अँड इन्क्रीज इन करंट लायबिलिटी असंही लिहू शकता. पण असं लिहावं असं मला वाटतं. त्यातून इट इज अप टू यू. इट इज नॉट कंपल्सरी. सो दिस इज ऑपरेटिंग लॉस बिफोर वर्किंग कॅपिटल चेंजेस निगेटिव्ह 18,000. ओके. नाव ॲड decrease in current assets and increase in current liabilities. Let's see. Trade receivables. Current asset trade receivable is there 1,40,000 and 98,000. So there is decrease in trade receivables. Okay. ट्रेड रिसिवेबल्समध्ये 1,40,000 मायनस 98,000 मीन्स 42,000. 42,000चा डिक्रीज झालेला आहे. ओके. आता बघा अजून काही आहे का, तर अजून काही नाही आहे. सो एकच ॲटम आहे बघा डिक्रीज इन करंट ॲसेटचा. इन्क्रीज इन करंट लायबिलिटीचा ॲटम नाही आहे, कारण त्या ठिकाणी करंट लायबिलिटीज ज्या आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये आउटस्टँडिंग वेजेस आहेत, त्याच्यामध्ये डिक्रीज झाला आहे. प्रीपेड इन्शुरन्स ही करंट ॲसेट आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये इन्क्रीज झाला आहे. अँड नो अदर करंट लायबिलिटी इज देअर. सो ओनली वन ॲटम we have to add. So we will write it directly in outer column 42,000 minus 18,000 plus 42,000. So it will be 24,000. Okay. Now less increase in current asset and decrease in current liability. Increase in current asset. आत्ताच आपण डिस्कस केल्याप्रमाणे देर इज इन्क्रीज इन प्रीपेड इन्शुरन्स. सो $3,000. Okay, it is negative 3,000 because we have to deduct it. आता outstanding wages, there is decrease in outstanding wages means decrease in current liability. So outstanding wages is a current liability, हे लक्षात ठेवा. So negative 3,000. So total is negative 6,000 here. ओके, आपल्याला करंट लायबिलिटी कोणती आणि करंट ॲसेट कुठली हे जर लक्षात आलं नाही तर यू कॅनॉट कॅल्क्युलेट वर्किंग कॅपिटल चेंजेस. ओके, सो लेट्स डिडक्ट 6,000 फ्रॉम 24,000. So it is 18,000. And in this problem there is no provision for tax etc. given. So this will be the net cash. Operating activities. Okay, in this way we have to calculate these types of problems. See this problem. X Limited earned a net profit after tax of rupees 5,60,000 for the year ended 31st March 2016. The relevant items of balance sheet appeared as follows. Information is given for the year ended 31st March 15 and 31st March 16. Trade receivables 70,000, 90,000. Trade payables 45,000, 70,000. Outstanding expenses 5,000 and 1,000. Prepaid expenses 0 and 2,000. Provision for taxation 16,000 and 25,000. Bad debts written off during the year rupees 5,000. Depreciation charged on plant and machinery rupees 40,000 and gain on sale of investment rupees 10,000 appeared on the profit and loss statement for the year ended 31st March 2016. You are required to determine the cash from operating activities. Okay, so let's start. So now in this problem again we have to calculate net profit before tax. In this problem net profit after tax is 5,60,000 and no transfer to general reserve is given but provision for taxation is there. So we will calculate net profit before tax for this problem now. Again for problem third I will calculate here working note. Okay, calculation of net profit before tax. Now net profit given, see the problem. Net profit given is rupees 5,60,000. So net profit during the year, नुसतं नेट प्रॉफिट लिहिलं तरी चालेल, रुपीज 5,60,000. ओके, आपण फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लेममध्ये नोट केली होती तेव्हा ट्रान्सफर टू जनरल रिझर्व पण ॲड केलं होतं, पण या प्रॉब्लेममध्ये ट्रान्सफर टू जनरल रिझर्व वगैरे नाही आहे. सो वी विल ॲड प्रोव्हिजन फॉर टॅक्स फॉर करंट इयर. current year, okay, 25,000. So addition is 5,85,000. This will be the profit before tax. Okay, provision for current year 25,000 is added back to net profit to find out the profit before this provision of tax. Okay, and provision for tax for previous year is also given here, rupees 16,000. It will be treated as payment of tax and hence it will be deducted in the problem. Okay, so this is 5,85,000 here. Now let's prepare cash flow from operating activities statement for the year ended 31st March 2016 of X Limited. Our first point is net profit before tax as per note 5,85,000. Okay, now B, adjustment for non-cash and non-operating items. Adjustment for non-cash and non-operating items. Now we have to add, see the problem. Bad debts written off during the year rupees 5,000. Below the table the information is given. So bad debts written off will be the item. Depreciation on plant and machinery, and we have to deduct gain on sale of investment. Okay, so add bad debts written off and depreciation on plant and machinery. Okay, bad debts written off amount is 5,000. Depreciation on plant and machinery is rupees 40,000. Okay, so we will add total rupees 45,000 here. Okay, $6,30,000 it is. Okay, correct, 6,30,000. Now less gain on sale of investment. Gain on sale of investment minus 10,000. Only one item is there, so 10,000 we will deduct, and the amount, that is operating profit before working capital changes, will be 6,20,000. Okay, now C item is adjustment of working capital changes. Add decrease in current asset and increase in current liability. Now see the problem. Trade receivable is current asset, but there is increase. Trade payables is liability, there is increase. So increase in current liability मध्ये आपल्याला trade payables घ्यावं लागेल. Outstanding expenses is a liability, but there is decrease. Prepaid expenses is an asset, there is increase. So only increase in trade payables will be the item. So increase in trade payables, there is increase in trade payables by rupees 25,000. That is difference between the two amounts, 45 and 70. So we will add this amount here, so it will be 6,45,000. Okay, now less increase in current asset and decrease in current liability. Okay, so increase in current asset, there is increase in trade receivables, so See now, trade receivable amount is 70,000 and 90,000. On 31st March 2015, trade receivable is 70,000. Okay, from that bad debts return of 5,000. Okay, so it will be 65,000, and from that we will deduct this amount 65,000 we will deduct from 90,000. अंडरस्टूड. म्हणजे 65,000 आणि 95,000 याच्यामधला डिफरन्स आपल्याला घ्यायचा आहे. सो इथे लिहिते मी कळण्यासाठी तुम्हाला 90,000 मायनस 65,000. दीज आर बॅड डेट्स. हे तुम्हाला कळण्यासाठी लिहिते. तुम्ही डिरेक्टली 25,000 काढून दिलं तरी काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही आहे. सो 25,000 इट इज. त्यानंतर there is increase in prepaid expenses. So amount is 2,000. Okay, and now there is decrease in outstanding expenses. So there is decrease of 4,000. So 4,000, and total amount is 31,000. We have to deduct from 6,45,000. So it will be 6,14,000. Okay, so it is cash generated from operations or cash generated from operating activities we can say. आपण cash generated from operations पण म्हणू शकतो या ठिकाणी. This is cash generated from operations, and from here we have to deduct tax paid. ओके, आता ही जी टॅक्स पेड आहे त्याच्यामध्ये मागच्या वर्षीची प्रोव्हिजन 16,000 आहे, या वर्षीची 25,000 आहे. सो 16,000 मागच्या वर्षीची जी प्रोव्हिजन आहे ती टॅक्स पेड आहे. मागच्या वर्षी प्रोव्हाइड केलेला टॅक्स यावर्षी पेमेंट म्हणून ट्रीट करणार आहोत आपण, कारण स्पष्टपणे काही सांगितलेलं नाही. सो 16,000 दॅट इज लास्ट इयर्स प्रोव्हिजन. सो बाय डिडक्टिंग 16,000 इट विल बी 5,98,000. that is cash flow from operating activities. Net cash from operating activities will be 5,98,000. Okay, in this way you have to calculate cash flows from operating activities. So from next period we will calculate cash flow from investing activities. Okay, that's all.